Point I'm trying to make is how we, especially us in our community, we get into our feelings and we have a problem when it comes to, we want to take sides. We have a problem when making one person take accountability and not the other person.
You don't want activated Kenya. I shouldn't have shown that at my event, but for the love of God, why would they ignore a clear gun threat, right?
And Kenya had a point. Why would they ignore a clear gun threat? Let's talk about that a little bit. Both women should have been fired. Not just one. Kenya said it clearly. What Britt did was just what Kenya said she did. Because if somebody come up to you and they start talking about, I got a pew pew and you gonna respect me, what you think they mean? But let's finish. Listen to what Jessie say and why I disagree with some of the stuff she said.
Here's the thing. I think a lot of y'all, including her, don't understand how SA works, right?
Yes, ma'am. I know how SA works. But keep going.
Because there's there's multiple ways to SA someone, right? By touching someone, by showing them images without their consent that are sexual. All those things fall under that. If you go to work, if you're
Okay, before she finish, it's a good point what she's saying. But to me, with this situation, but let's keep going about what she said and when I'm going to stop, okay?
Work right now. And someone does pull up Kim K's and Ray J's video and just shows it to you. That is grounds for that person to be fired, literally. And so I'm just like...
Okay, let's talk about that. So... that is true what she said, but it's also if you're at work, you cannot, since she want to bring work up in this, if you at work at a job, if Britt Eady said that at the workplace, she would have clearly been terminated just as well. It wouldn't have just been no Kenya. It would have been Britt too. I'm not saying she's saying that. And she says she clearly not taking up for Britt. Britt was wrong for what she said is too. But if you hear how she says it, it's like, so what? Let's finish listening.
For her to be like, oh, if I show you Kim K. If you're at work, even if you're not at work, even if you're having a conversation with a guy, let's say you're on a date. And the dude you're on a date with just decides that they want to pull out Kim K's tape with Ray J. That's sexual harassment. Like that's like this person is literally pushing a sexual boundary with you that you didn't consent to. And
okay, let's kind of paraphrase. If you're at work, or you're on a date, and say this dude pulls out his pew pew. And say, you gonna respect me. Or you at work and he does that. What you think gonna happen, Jessie Woo? What you think gonna happen? You think they gonna let him go home? You think somebody, what Britt said, they gonna let her go? She probably get a charge. So let's keep going.
You have Kenya who still doesn't, she understands, but she wants to act like she doesn't understand. And she wants to act as if, oh, if you're not a lawyer, well, here's the thing.
I think Kenya understands, Jesse. I think she clearly does.
Here's the thing. Because of Britt's lawyer, you're gone.
That's another thing. She wasn't there. She don't know exactly what happened. If she's saying because of Britt's lawyer, you're gone. Don't you know if you was at a job site and somebody threatened you with a pew, you also gonna be gone. And as they can also get attorney, and also you can get charged. But let's keep going.
You didn't have a lawyer that understood Georgia law. That's why you're gone. You're doubling down on something when it's just inappropriate. It's inappropriate.
Very inappropriate what Kenya did. Not disagreeing, but it's also very inappropriate and very dangerous what Britt said. Let's not be biased. Let's be for real. Let's get out of this. And another thing, you know, Black Women's Month. You feel like, and I'm just being sarcastic when I say this stuff, but you not looking at both sides, because of course your content from me looking at both of these videos, and I watch you, I think you do good content, but sometimes you're biased. You don't, you're not understanding. Kenya said, for the love of God, why would they ignore a clear gun threat? That's the same way what other Black women do. Black women don't hold other Black women accountable. And let's see what she said about what Britt. Let's see what else she say.
Right. And again, I'm not saying this as to say what Britt said was wrong or was right. It wasn't right.
Right. She said Britt said what Britt said was not right. But let's see how she reacts from that.
It said was not right. But what Britt said was in the moment. That's the difference. What Britt said was in the moment. She was angry.
Let's talk about that a little bit. What Britt said in the moment, she was angry. Are you listening to your own self? So when people act out of anger, they have a reflex. If Kenya was acting just like Britt was, what could have really happened that night at that dinner? But she was acting out a moment of anger. Oh, it's okay. It's like, to me, that's an excuse for Britt. Even though we clearly both agree that what Britt said was wrong, as well as I clearly agree with her what Kenya did was wrong. But the point is, we can't ignore one like, oh, it's nothing. She was just mad. People that's like that and they just mad. It's a whole video already going around that Britt Eady did that says she carries her pew everywhere she go. So for Jessie Woo to just tread lightly and say, oh, it wasn't nothing. She was just mad. I say stuff like that. I get mad like that. I don't want to be in no woman presence. Furthermore, no man presence. And he got his gun on, or his pew on him. And he just mad.
A lot of people say things when they're angry. Again, I'm not saying that they're right. I say things that when I'm angry, that's not right.
Okay, this is all I'm going to play of her video. I'm just making a point to y'all how we looking at this gun stuff, this stuff what Britt did, so nonchalant. So the next thing I want to show y'all, I'm going to show y'all another video. This is another young lady on here. Her is, I think her channel is called Here for Hot Tea. And if y'all don't think this is a problem, especially in our community between women, when it's pertaining to what I'm discussing and how we just don't, especially in our community, I feel like with the women, they don't take this pew stuff serious either. Look at the comment. Look at this comment.
I would be shocked too, man.
But Kenya should lay low and come back next season or sue.
She as well is talking about the Brit. This video is called Britt Eady versus Kenya Moore and Real Housewife fans. It's gonna be two. I'm not gonna use all her content. This is just for educational purposes as well. I just want y'all to look at this comment.
Only thing y'all have is the pow pow, and she is a liar. Again, name me a person on Real Housewives of Atlanta that doesn't lie.
Me pointing this out is only thing y'all have is the pow pow. Only thing y'all have is the pow pow. She is a liar. Again, name me a person on Real Housewives of Atlanta who doesn't lie. They are all liars, and I don't see anyone going that hard on the other liars. See what I'm talking about? Only thing y'all have is the pow pow. Didn't I tell y'all? Black women don't even take this stuff serious themselves, and that's why it is a lot of selective outrage with us. Because long as you like Britt, hey, so what that she said that to Kenya? Long as you like Kenya, so what that she said that to Britt? Nobody wants to hold their friends or people that they like accountable for something fucked up they said or something they did. And I'm even getting on to Kenya a little bit as well. Kenya is no longer friends with her, and Cynthia is not talking right now. I'm not for sure if she's still friends with her or not. But she as well didn't take accountability for what she did, because Cynthia had every right to tell that was done what Kenya did as well. But look how serious this gun threat to this person that commented this. Only thing y'all have is the pow pow. Oh my God. Okay, clearly y'all, we're at the end of the video. But I did want to discuss a little bit about Kelly. For Kelly to be going through the stuff that she's going through with her ex-husband, I said that in another video, she should have been the main one making Britt take accountability, but she didn't as well. She didn't. You can see that in episode 4. Kelly even lied and played like she didn't even hear Britt, where I clearly heard what Britt said and what Kelly said after that. But when you asked her, when people was asking her, she played like I think when King was asking her at her spa, and Portia, she said she didn't hear that. That's not being a good friend. That's not being a good friend at all. Make your friends take accountability. When they do something effed up, make them take accountability. Please. Are you gonna keep getting people, women like Britt, that think what she did wasn't wrong? Because she clearly felt like, oh, I can bring her $250 flowers and think that's okay to come to her spa. I thought I threatened her. Or the way she talked to Angela, read the MFing room. Or the stuff she was saying, like, I can't trust them. They go to Kenya's side, or, they talking to Kenya. That's masculine energy anyway. Stop trying to control something you cannot control. They're going to be friends with Kenya just as well as they probably going to be friends with Britt. But the point is, this is why certain women don't take accountability from stuff like what Jessie Wu said, from stuff like not what she pretty much said, because she didn't condone it either, but her reactions showed that see, your actions, how you she blew it off just as well as Kelly did. Kelly blew it off just as well as Portia did. Shamia didn't really, it was like so what she threatened her with so what she said what she said. Just like Jessie Wu said, she was just mad. Or like Kelly said, oh, I didn't hear her say that. Anyway, y'all, I'm at the end of this video. Enjoy this video. This is for educational purposes only. I am sleepy. I am tired. Oh, yeah. Make sure you take pew-pew threats. Black women, take pew-pew threats serious. Okay. Bye.